and a warm welcome once again to Motorsport Asia's coverage of TCR Asia. I'm Jonathan Green, and this weekend we're heading back to Korea for the first time since 2016. It's also a huge step forward for TCR in the region, as Korea International Circuit here in Yeonggam will host the first ever TCR Korea rounds 1 and 2 alongside TCR Asia's rounds 7 and 8. This is another Herman Tilke designed circuit, which hosted the 2010 Korean Formula One Grand Prix, and since hosted Super GTs from Japan, GT Asia, and many other world-class series. And great to see the likes of Team E-Rain from Korea, one of the stalwarts of this brand new TCR Korea series, but all the regulars are here as well for TCR Asia, including Douglas Koo, Luca Ensler, and the man they're all chasing, a youngster from Malaysia, Mitchell Chair. He leads the way at the moment, and he'll need the help of his mentor, Alex Young, who's probably one of the few drivers to have actually raced here. He raced here for Audi in GT Asia a few years ago, but Mitchell Chair will need all the help he can get this weekend, and Alex has been an integral part in taking this youngster from the driver development program at Sepang and making him a championship leader.
What am I doing this weekend? I'm looking after Mitchell Chia. You know, I'm head of driver development with SIC, Sepang International Circuit. So looking after a few programs for them just for this year. And one of them is Mitchell, you know. He won the TCR shootout in Malaysia. He's done a great job. And he's winning the championship, you know. So we're hoping that he can go ahead and continue winning it to the very end.
It's certainly been a busy learning year for the young Malaysian, but with an ex-Formula One driver, the first ever from Malaysia as a coach, and one of the top touring car teams in the world in Ensler, the youngster has gelled well, and he's already proved that he's a very quick learner in any kind of circumstance.
We expected him to do well at Sepang because he knows Sepang very well and he won race there. But he's also able to do quite well in other places. You know, he won in Buriram. Okay, Bang Sian was not a very good race for him, and I think it knocked his confidence back a bit. But he's been quite quick this weekend here in Korea.
And he's going to have to be quick because the championship now is getting to the business end. This weekend is round 7 of the series. Mitchell Chair leads the championship, but only by 3 points from Lo Si Ho, who won last time out in Thailand. So far, the youngster from Malaysia has had 3 wins, but this weekend he's going to need all the help he can get from Alex Young, who raced here in GTs.
He's been helping me ever since I got part of the SIC Talent Development Program. It's through phone, we text each other all the time, and he keeps up with all my data and stuff. And we talk a lot, and he actually helped a lot throughout this 3-4 rounds, and now he's here. It's even better for me because I can improve faster and take a lot of his advice, and I am progressing faster.
Mitchell is very aware of the opportunity in front of him, working with the likes of Alex Young and Kurt Trimmel, the team manager for the Golf GTI TCR. Very sophisticated machine, but he's looking to pay back that faith in him here in Korea.
Yeah, it is my first time in Korea, so I was about, I think almost a month ago, ever since after Bang Sian, I was actually looking forward to come here, and I was quite excited. So here I am, and so far it's been quite good. I'm slowly progressing and improving on this track till the rain came, as we expected because of the typhoon.
In fact, there's been 2 typhoons on the Korean Peninsula this weekend. So bad were the conditions at one point, several cars weren't able to dock in Korea in time for the race weekend. Hong Kong's Lo Si Ho, though, is the man on form, and he's planning on going for back-to-back wins here in South Korea.
Yeah, I have been raced last year one time before here, and there's a great circuit, and you have high-speed corners and some slow-speed corners, and it's quite complicated. It's a tricky track, so actually it's quite fun here.
Lo Si Ho took his first and only win of the season last time out on the streets of Bang San. And of course, this circuit couldn't be more different. And with the typhoons and the wet weather in the area, they really haven't had a lot of dry practice in order to find a simple base setup.
Because since I didn't test the car yesterday, and I just able to make it to test the car in today practice season, and actually I'm still struggling to find the right setup because from last time is the Bang Sen Street Circuit, and we had to change the setup for here, but there is still a lot to improve in the pace, but. Unfortunately, it rains, so we didn't able to find the right setup in the dry. So just hope, yeah.
Another man hoping for better luck this weekend is the 18-year-old German Luca Ensler.
Yeah, it's the first time for me here in Korea. It's really nice. I love the track. It's kind of different. We have first sector with long straights. We have second, third sector with a lot of technical and fast corners. So I think it's nearly one of the best racetracks I've ever been.
High praise for this circuit then. Luca Ensler getting his first win of the season at Sepang International Circuit, but he hasn't won since. So he needs to start winning from third overall in the championship. And to make things tougher, they've thrown in the current champion. Kantani Kasuri will be racing this weekend in South Korea, and that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm really happy to join the TCR Asia again. I really enjoy the series and also enjoy my new car.
He'll be racing the Seat this weekend for the Viper Nisa team. Of course, having won the championship for the Liqui-Moly Ensler VW team. So, uncharted territory for our current champion.
I never been here before, but now when we go out, the track is very good, and also the fast corner and slow corner, like many kind of the corner, so it's very good. It's very challenging.
Now Kasuri will take the number one, but he will be a guest driver, so won't get in the way of impeding the championship, though they still want a race win.
Yeah, the first thing I have to say thank you to the team. They give a very good car. But we try many things with the setup, with the new car, because I never drive the Seat before.
And he's not going to get any extra help from his old engineer at VW either.
The target is for sure I want to win, but no pressure, and I had nothing to lose, so I just do my best. Yeah.
Alongside him on the front row in the number 3, that's Alex Liu. Both the Seats trying to hold off the rest of the field. Away they go on a terrible start from car number 30, the pole man, KK Wong. 6, here comes Mitchell Che up the inside of the leader. Turns him round, not quite. But Alex Liu stuck in the barrier, and the battle continues. So, Mitchell Che trying to defend again, but here comes Lo Ziho in the Honda, and it's Honda versus VW, and I think Honda's got it. But that's good defensive driving. Che keeping his car in the middle of the track. But I think he's up for it, the Hong Kong driver. Disappointed last time out at round 5. You heard it in the interview. Look at him swaying from left to right. Goes for the lead now, and he's got it. Can he turn it in? Just, oh! And Mitchell Che comes back, and if they're not careful, Luca Ensler's going to get past both of them. And they're a little bit worried now on the pit wall. But here comes Moran, and look at this. They're tailgating each other. And Moran getting a slipstream, trying to slingshot his way past Lo Ziho, and I think they've done it. And almost all 3 Liqui-Moly Enslers, 1, 2, and 3, but in the end, it's Mitchell Che who leads. Luca Ensler up to 2nd place, Lo Ziho 3rd. Young competitors, Ensler winning the Middle East Championship. Where's Ensler going? Oh, he went straight on. And Luca Ensler dramatically out of round 6. Sepang driver who came through the youngster program and is doing a really good job, but Lo Ziho giving him a lesson in overtaking. Brilliantly done by the Hong Kong driver. It's literally tunnel vision and a mistake by Jared. Through goes Diego Moran. Perfect time to be on board. And Diego Moran is in touching distance, but not close enough. He's not going to challenge Lo Ziho in the Honda and takes the checkered flag. Meanwhile, Diego Moran takes a solid 2nd place ahead of Mitchell Che in 3rd. And as we go into the second half of the season, Mitchell Che now goes to the top again with 100 points. He's only 3 ahead, though, of Lo Ziho of Hong Kong and Maximum Racing. And that really has changed the dimension of this championship. Luca Ensler still 3rd with 88 points. But Diego Moran is now in the hunt. He has 79. And KK Wong of Macau still very much there with 71, but in 5th place.
I try really hard to fighting against the golf, the antlers, and to be honest, I'm really happy as the Bangseng is one of my favorite circuit in Asia, and it's very exciting. You can take a victory there. It means something to me, so it's very happy.
Exciting news also for the Korean Championship. Gabriele Tarquini, the top driver in the FIA World TCR Championship, on hand to give the Hyundai i30N TCR a spin and allow some special guests a chance to see the Korean circuit at speed. Tarquini, of course, one of the most experienced former Formula One and touring car champions, and the perfect man to take around the circuit, though he only knows one speed, and that is fast. So with a bit of fun done, it's down to get down to the serious end of qualifying for round 7. Conditions, as you can see, overcast, wet, and rather dreary. The typhoon's not going away, and as you can see, conditions for the start of qualifying: misty, wet, slippy, very tough indeed, especially when you're trying to learn a circuit like Luca Ensler. But the youngster equipping himself well, as was Mitchell Chair, his fellow teammate. Mitchell Chair, of course, leading the championship. And they were up against current champion Kantani Kasuri out in the Seat for the first time, and representing the Viper Nisa team, who were pole position here back in 2016 with Roelof Bruins. So looking for similar here. So too Douglas Koo in the same team. He runs the Viper Nisa team, having a good run, but at the checkered flag, it was his teammate, Kantani Kasuri, who took pole position ahead of the chasing pack.
P1.
And thumbs up from Douglas Koo, not him,
Viper Nisa
but his
#1.
teammate. So then, confirmation, Kasuri back in the TCR Asia Series with pole. Ensler, Moran, Mitchell Chair, the championship leader, and Neuer from Thailand in 5th place.
Yeah, and in the qualifying we had small problems with understeer, but I think we're going to figure it out for tomorrow. With P2, we're quite happy, you know, but after the free practice we finished twice on P1, so of course you want to score pole position, but in the end it's P2, but the important thing is first row and good points for the championship, so everything fine for now.
I think everyone targets is P1, but let's see how it goes. I mean, I'll try to do a good start and then fight with my teammates and also Kusiri, which are also similar, very fast.
Qualifying was quite difficult for all of us because we were struggling to find time in these tires and didn't manage to get the best out of it. So, but top 4 for 3 of us is quite a good result for tomorrow's race.
I hope I can get some points as much as I can, because since I'm still fighting for the championship lead, and the qualify tour is not we wanted, but it happens, and we just can hope and have a good fight. Just take as much as I can.
Qualifying today, again, it started to rain, and we had to change setup last minute. And unfortunately, I didn't do a good lap time. So, well, hopefully tomorrow will be dry, and or maybe not. But at least either it's dry or wet, not drying wet kind of thing.
Well, the good news for Douglas Koo, as we went to round 7 at the Korea International Circuit, the conditions were perfect. Having said that, of course, they didn't get a lot of dry time, so setup will be tough. But it's Douglas Koo's teammate on the left-hand side, Kantani Kasuri, the current champion, up against the man who wants to be champion for the Liqui-Moly Ensler team once again, that, of course, Luca Ensler. Mitchell Cheer is also looking for another good result because he's only 3 points clear over Lo Ziho in the championship going into round 7. Here we go then. Full field of some 18 cars getting ready for TCR Korea and TCR Asia. Flag waves at the back. On the left-hand side, Viper Nisa on the right-hand side. It's the Ensler Liqui-Moly team for Volkswagen. Out go the lights, away we go, and we're back to racing at the Korea International Circuit. Good start by Lo Ziho, jostling for position. Neuer of Thailand up the inside on Ensler. Oh, turns him round almost. Luckily, bangs in, clatters into the number 1, Kantani Kasuri, the pole man, who also has recovered well. Big moment then for Ensler. And there's Alex Liu, who did not get off the line. The Macau driver, as now they head down towards the long, long straight towards 3. And it is Luca Ensler taking a deep breath after what was a very scary start, I'm sure. Lo Ziho behind him. And he was very late on the braking there, Ensler. But it's given him the lead, and Mitchell Chair squeezes through into second place ahead of Lo Ziho. Oh, and at the back, that's Charlie Kang, the Korean driver, spinning round. There's too much going on at the front to worry about that. And again, very late braking from Ensler. He's twisting and turning that car into places it doesn't really want to go, leaving his braking right to the last moment and somehow saving it. He's lucky not to lock up there, but he continues to lead this race. Mitchell Chair in second place. Lo Ziho, winner last time out of Bangsan in the Honda, just behind in third place. Kantani Kasuri now dropping down to fourth place, having started pole position, but don't count him out. The setup of that car looks very odd indeed for Ensler. Weaving from side to side, it does not look comfortable to drive at all. And sure enough, Mitchell Chair comes alongside for a moment, but he won't go around the outside there, surely. And these two have to be careful, because Mitchell Chair, of course, lead the championship, but by only 3 points at the moment. Lo Ziho, second place on 97 points, and Luca Ensler, the man who leads the race, in third. So Luca Ensler, who's only had 1 win this season, desperate to get a win here, and he doesn't need to fight with his young teammate Mitchell Chair and allow Lo Ziho through. Now, Diego Moran, if you're wondering where he's gone, well, he was penalised for exceeding track limits during qualifying, and he starts further back, so work to do for the Ecuadorian. So plenty of drama at the start of this one. Luca Ensler almost getting turned around, but luckily hitting Kasuri, who had to go wide, and is now fighting his way through. And the lights flashing on the Honda in third place. Lo Ziho trying to get past both the Volkswagens. Don't think they're going to be intimidated as we go on board with the Hong Kong driver. And like everybody else, hasn't had a lot of setup time, as we heard in his interview. Here's that long straight again, and the best place to overtake here at the Korea International Circuit is at the end of this long straight from 2 to turn 3, and here it comes. It's a very long straight indeed. And as you can see, Mitchell Chair catching up with the leader, Ensler, and likewise good braking by third place Lo Ziho, who we were on board with then. And then another run, and he's flashing his lights as though to say, let me through. What he perhaps doesn't realise, though, is Kantani Kasuri, the current champion of TCR Asia, is right there with him. Now, Kasuri, of course, winning for the Liqui Moly Ensler team last year, and Ian in 2016, likewise for Ensler, and Ensler won it also with Michael Choi back in 2015. So this is the 4th year as we go on board with the number 29 of Mitchell Chair. Oh, and he gets spun round. What happened there? Well, he was just too hot and no one else. I thought he might have got hit from behind, but we were on board with Mitchell Chair. And Lo Ziho loses out also to Kantani Kasuri, bouncing across the curbs there. So a big change in a very short space of time, but we've lost the championship leader. And this has opened up the championship massively here in round 7. And now this is a big opportunity for Luca Ensler. Here's another look at the start of the race, and shenanigans going on at the front. And here's the spin from Charlie Kang. And everybody avoiding him in the Hyundai. And this is how it stands in the Korean Championship on the graphic. Andrew Kim leading the way for the brand new racing team, but in TCR Asia, as you can see, Luca Ensler, followed by Kantani Kasuri, then Lo Ziho. Here comes Kim in the Volkswagen, racing in the Korea Championship for brand new racing. You can see it on the side, and that's the name of the team as well, it being true. Rounds 1 and 2 of the Korean Championship, and now we've got a Chinese TCR Championship, a Thailand TCR Championship, one in Malaysia, and of course TCR Asia. And Andrew Kim, one of the most experienced drivers. Talking of which, there's Alex Young watching his youngster as he tries to come back, and as you can see, Mitchell Chair has recovered and now is putting lots of pressure on the number 20, Andrew Kim. And Kim, though, with bags of experience, won't be intimidated, I'm sure, by Mitchell Chair. And I think he may have just got some dirt as he went through the previous corner, which caused him to spin out as he went into the left-hander. And he was certainly on his own. He didn't get hit from behind, did Mitchell Chair. And now he's doing the best to make up here in round 7. And he desperately wants to hold on to that championship lead, but he's going to lose it to Luca Ensler if he's not careful, who is out front at the moment, his teammate. Back on board with the young Malaysian. And he can't get past Andrew Kim, who probably knows and has done more laps around here than anybody else. He leading the charge, of course, for the Korea TCR Championship. Just locking up there, and Mitchell Chair putting as much pressure as he dare. Luckily, the conditions aren't wet, but offline, and I think that's what happened to Chair, is that some of the dirt was thrown up as he just went offline slightly. Pulled some dirt off the track, and that caused him to spin around. And as you can see, he's got plenty of grip now as he goes in pursuit of Andrew Kim. Good racing circuit, the Korea International Circuit. Of course, Herman Tilke designed for Formula One. They raced here in 2010, 2011. Haven't been back since, but there's been some Super GTs here. GT Asia has raced here. And as you can see, this last complex, very, very challenging indeed to get onto the main straight under this pagoda, and then down the main straight and into this very tight left-hander. Kim leaving his braking very late indeed, and Mitchell Chair pounces at the opportunity. Kim running out of road there. He was too hot into the left-hander and ran out of road, quite literally. Meanwhile, Ensler under pressure also as they dive into the right-hander from Kantani Kasuri, who goes through on the inside. What a great battle at the front. Ensler coming back at Kantani Kasuri, the current champion. Well, I wish Kasuri would hang around, because we could do with him here every week to challenge Luca. And Viper Nisa happy with that. They've got the lead back, and is there a bit more drizzle to come and add another dimension to the end of this race? Kasuri leads the way. Out goes Lo Ziho. What's happened here? And obviously something mechanical to the Hong Kong driver's car. And Maximum Racing going nowhere here in round 7. And another retiree, this time Diego Moran. And they're looking at the left front. Oh, yes, he's got a bent suspension there. Kurt Tremmel having all sorts of concerns. First Mitchell Chair going off, now Diego Moran. And on his way to victory here on the last lap will be Kantani Kasuri. He's got the wipers on to show that there is a bit of drizzle out there. Away goes Mitchell Chair. He's back out of the pits and running. Alex Young watches on as Kantani Kasuri, the current champion of TCR Asia, wins again on his return to the series, but this time for SEAT and Viper Nisa Racing. Congratulations to them. They've done it. Kasuri wins for them. Ensler is second. Alex Wei is in third position. Then it's Wong, Alex Liu in fifth. And rounding out the top 6, it's Natachak Hanjit Kasam of Thailand. So congratulations to Kantani Kasuri, back to winning ways and back to the championship. Let's hear from him.
Oh yeah, we a bit unlucky because we got hit from the other cars, and my car have a problem with the steering wheels. So and after that I got back to P5, and I tried to push to Luca, but I'm lucky because he destroyed the car and he let me pass. So thank you a lot, and I have to say thank to team. They give a perfect car for me.
Now, as Kasuri was a guest, Luca Ensler picks up maximum points and now leads the championship on 118.4 ahead of Mitchell Chair, his teammate, and then Lo Ziho still in the hunt for Hong Kong in third position. Well done then to Kantani Kasuri, and welcome back to TCR Asia. That concludes all the action from round 7. We'll be back here at the Korea International Circuit for round 8. Until then, from me, Jonathan Green, goodbye for now.